to me in the commentary position is Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Alison. Need to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
It's probably going to be a good batting surface throughout this match. It might just favour the team putting the pads on first. Conway, a left-hander opening today, has a lovely technique and looks to settle into his work early on. Seifert joining him in the middle to kick things off.
Okay, everything looks set to get this match underway. The new ball will get some movement, and the openers are going to have to be wary of that. Should be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield.
That shot allows them to get off the mark. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that's a very good hook shot. Onto the shorter ball quickly and has kicked that well over the boundary.
And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. But on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. That's the over. New Zealand, 12 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Built some momentum easily off that over.
Going with spin now. Oh, look at that go. Where's that come from? Down the wicket. Slapped over point for 6.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot. At least one on offer.
We can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? There could be a couple if they hustle. That's a solid shot. Couldn't get it through the field. Finds the fielder with that shot. Over, New Zealand, 22 for none.
They're setting themselves for a big power play.
spinner coming into the attack. They'll get at least one here. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Yada shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Massive outside edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Power and precision in that shot. Much better over that one. Good bowling. Managed to find a little bit from the pitch and kept the batters quiet.
It's a strong combination at the top of the order, and they're showing why so far. Might look to go big again here. Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. There'll be runs here. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
Nicely played. India will need to change their approach. Leaking runs, that'll give both batters enormous confidence.
It's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Great shot. At least one on offer. Push hard, should get back for two. edged.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough back speed to pick up 4.
And the chance. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Nicked it. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Whip off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance. And a great catch in the crowd.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Completion of the over, allowing too many runs. The batters are just looking too comfortable out in the middle.
Batters are set, and they're maintaining their excellent start so far. How will he reply?
They'll get at least one here. Good shot, a beauty.
And that's a race to the delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will the bowler respond?
There could be a couple if they hustle. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Cracking shot, over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
Singh is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Oh, great shot, not going to beat the fielder. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Robinson coming in, but he'll be starting from the non-strikers end for now.
Boomer coming back into the attack. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. That's a solid shot. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Now that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Great timing right off the knee of the bat. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. End of the over. New Zealand is 72 for 1.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Seifert watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, superb timing.
Puts that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. There'll be runs here. Too much room and got what it deserved. Great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air and taken a good catch.
Bracewell, the new man in the middle. Wants to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early and really get stuck into his innings.
That was quite extraordinary. Bracewell, don't do it to him like that. What a shot.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Crunch. That's been middled again, and it'll be another maximum. Gee, this batter's going to need a heat pack on his shoulders. That's how hard they're swinging. Interesting decision to change the bowler. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Nice shot. Run is possible.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Great shot. At least one on offer. They'll get at least one here.
Robinson is seemingly content with keeping the strike, decides against taking the single.
Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. There could be a couple if they hustle. Rana has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably two on offer.
Times through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Shot, should be runs here.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Perfectly timed. There'll be runs here. That's a free scoring over for the batting side, taking advantage of some very poor bowling.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Going with pace now. Graceful, stand and deliver. Holds the post as the ball goes straight over the bubble line. 6 more.
All about the bat speed, that one. Got under the short ball. The boundary's too short for this batter.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Shot, at least 2 on offer. That's going right out of the ground. Robinson with a magnificent pull shot.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Straight to the field. End of another disappointing over. Yada has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be. Offside called? No. Umpire decided to let them off this time.
Pulled away, beat square, finally coming around. An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Flicked away past square leg, might be two on offer.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Middled that one, great timing. Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like a carry.
For the textbook, stands tall on top of the bout, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
And that's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Bishnoi back in the bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? There could be a couple if they hustle. They'll get at least one here. Nicely played. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Huge shot. It's a massive shot, just incredible.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
India need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Shot, should be runs here. On the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple possibly. switching. Left-hand middle order batter taking guard.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Heavy runs here.
That should allow them to get off the mark.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Right out of the middle of the bat. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Bishnoi shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Great shot. At least one on offer. They'll push hard. Should get back to two.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
That's a solid shot. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cut through point.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. How will he reply?
Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Good shot, driven through extra cover. They'll pick up two more. Get at least one here.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Do they go full? Do they go short? And what to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Big edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Rocks onto the back foot, and that is just beautiful.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. New Zealand 171 for 3.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Huge edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Bracewell, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Shide, should be runs here. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nicked it, but it's going to go all the way to the boundary. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high, and long for 6.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Yada, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Perfectly timed. That's a boundary save for sure. Worked away. It's a nice single. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Runs here. That's a big edge, but it goes wide of the keeper. Could be 4. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Oh my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire. Might look to go big again here.
Got that away nicely.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Fantastic pull shot, rode the bounce and got inside the line.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot. Transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum.
Didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Oh, that was met. There was an element of insanity the way that sounded. 2 biggies in a row.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Yada to wrap up the innings. Let's go all the way and over for 6. Ravindra, classy square drive.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Good shot, a beauty.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Oh, that's beautifully struck right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Massive outside edge.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Yeah, straight through them. Batter was late on that one. And that's the end of the innings. India have been set a target of 235 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary. Nice shot. Run is possible.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Samson lets it go through to the keeper.
Lovely balance, leant back and punched behind point, ball heading to the boundary.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early and it's dispatched with ease.
Henry will be disappointed with that previous delivery, not up to their normal standards. Goes again. This one's even better than the last. 2 maximums in a row.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Boundary fly. Need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down a bit.
Well left and through to the keeper. Left the wide one. Wicket-keeper with the gather.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. The end of what seemed a very long over. Not the best bowling I've seen in my time. It's time to refocus and go back to basics.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Solid shot. That's going for 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on the length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Thin edge and wide of the slip fielder. Lucky for the batter. 4 more.
Threw the hands at it, put it early, but enough on it to get 4.
The shot's certainly been played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. On drive, nice and compact footwork. Mid-on, heads off after the ball. 2 runs on offer if they run well. Chance to run 2.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
solid shot. Right out of the middle. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. India, 28 for none.
2 overs gone and they're off to a superb start in this power play. 12 plus and over, well ahead of the required rate.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Santner shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Power and precision in that shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Finds the edge. Shot at least 2 on offer.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Sharma has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Massive outside edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer. End of the over. India, 41 for none.
Well, it's been a fantastic first half of the power play, going at 12 plus and over. They're in a very strong position early on.
Henry back on now. Too straight. It's just been helped on its way through at maximum. Fine shot there.
All about the bat speed, that one. Got under the short ball. Boundary's too short for this batter.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. There'll be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Good return there, back from the deep. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over. 8 off it. India 49 for none.
Well, the power plays resembled Bazball so far with such a lot of power. There's some excellent running between the wickets as well and precision in finding the gaps.
That's a big one, Maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's in the broadcast truck. Well, this match is certainly getting exciting, and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy at the ground. Not shot. Can't get that outside the ring field.
So early. The timing was brilliant and they stayed hit. Fantastic.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. I'll get at least one here. Straight to the fielder.
Eyes on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. India 66 for nothing.
Well, the run rate is soaring at the moment. They're well ahead of the required rate. Sublime stuff.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Solid shot. He's quick onto that in the infield. Brilliant stuff. A backward square with a great catch.
Singh just about ready to go out in the middle.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Try. Should be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield.
Didn't time on that at all, but managed to get it away.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, just might get that wicket. Cuts that off well in the infield. Over. India 70 for 1. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle. Mitchell, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
shot offered there.
Too much room and got what it deserved. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Yadav, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. He's got their tail up. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Did they go full? Did they go short? And we like to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Onto that early, that could be four.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Back-to-back boundaries, to make it three in a row, really put the bowler on the back foot. Great shot, at least one on offer. Nice shot, runs possible.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
New Zealand will need to change their approach, leaking runs. That'll give both batters enormous confidence.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
There'll be runs here. There could be a couple if they hustle.
I'd say that was the right call not to run again. There's some strong arms out there in the field.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. They'll get at least one here.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum. If these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Edged it. too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there. Shot, should be runs here. Massive outside edge.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Worked away. It's a nice single. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Driven through cover. Just the one. Couldn't get it through the field. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run.
Good return back from the deep.
Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Can't hit it any more sweetly than that. Nicked it. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicketkeeper. And taken. Superb bowling.
Dubé coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end.
Huge. That has flown.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery. That was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. runs here. Nice shot, runs possible. That's a boundary save for sure. Dubé ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Power and precision in that shot.
Strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. India 123 for 3.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum if these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
And that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. There could be a couple if they hustle. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Singh lets it go through to the keeper.
Great shot. At least one on offer. 14 runs added there. India 137 for 3.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
I'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Brilliantly aggressive shot, gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last delivery, is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Hit that hard and fast.
Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
Rolled the wrists over nicely down towards fine. Fielder needs to put their skates on to catch it.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Offside, should be runs here. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. India 146 for 3.
They had a great foundation early on. They've carried it forward to make a big total.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Dubé left alone through to the keeper.
That is quite extraordinary. Dubé, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That was seen so early. Timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Cutaway and into the gap. Fielders in pursuit there. There should be at least a few runs added. Massive outside edge. Nice shot, runs possible. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Just a little bit of room given and the power is immense. That's flown over the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again. Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. Went for the textbook.
Singh is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to hold the momentum.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on length. Too short. And you're going to get punished on this pitch. Thick edge.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a certain run out. Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd. End of the over. Huge. 26 off it. India 3 for 3.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Finds the edge. And out. Straightforward catch by the wicketkeeper. And a brilliant take by the keeper.
So it's the left-hander in next, and he's a fine player to watch as well.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. And getting them onto the front foot. And what strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Well, the shorter ball does it well here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs.
Chapman didn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Nicely played. Right out of the middle of the bat. Henry showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. End of the over, very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captain's tried everything, but nothing's worked.
Henry coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Catches you'll see.
Hardik, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
Pandya taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. A great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Time, but there's a fielder out there.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
That's on the side of bowling slightly fuller and has been put away.
Disheartening, seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes though, just got to accept it and move on. Shot, at least 2 on offer.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Edged. New Zealand needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
They've hung in there. The required rate haven't gone too far ahead of 12 and over. If they keep their head, The final few overs, they'll have a real shot of winning the match.
They'll get at least one hit. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. This delivery, I wonder. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Chapman is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, now that flew over the boundary. 18 from 3. It's not fun and games out there if you're bowling. It's all in the head now.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Oh, my. That's just flown off the middle. Focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Massive outside edge. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
It's been a monumental run chase. Nothing has stopped them from conquering this mountain of a total. Left alone by the batter. No shot offered once more. Through to the keeper.
That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take the hit.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot. Transfers their weight back. Pulls it away for a maximum.
I feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Edged, unplayable.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, too much room and got what it deserved.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back